Good evening or good morning. This is LG again. Let me tell you some real stuff. Not no play stuff. Real life stuff. Stuff that a lot of people don't even know. That can't even imagine. The thing that black and brown people have went through in America. And how we've been mistreated. Taken advantage of. Stepped on. I might tell you something. When you go up in the hood, or you go up into a part of Oakland where the police don't even go, you're going to go into some cities that they got a National Guard force with AR-15, AK-47 grenades, bazookas. Those are the kind of things that the gangs have, the big drug dealers and the gangs. See, in 1980, when Ronald Reagan became president, and he let and turned his back, and he let the rich and powerful, prejudiced white people fly in drugs through the military to buy high-speed boats so the people that transporting the drugs could get away from the authorities. Because he wanted to put these niggas back in their place. This is some talk that should have been taught centuries ago. And they should have confessed centuries ago what a mistake they made by coming to Africa and taking us from our home and from our family that we will never know again. But the black people, they prayed. And they sung hymns. And in those hymns was codes that you could talk over the white prejudiced man's head without him knowing what you're talking about. But we were supposed to be ignorant, and a lot of us played ignorant, but wasn't really ignorant at all. Just waiting for the opportunity for them to say their race and say their family, and that one day God will deliver them. There is nobody in America better for warfare than the black people that live in America. That you put through torture for around 240 years. Raped our women, hung our sisters and brothers on trees and burned them at the stakes, and cut their private parts off and put it in their mouth just because they looked at a white woman. Who do you think is better prepared for war, for endurance, for putting everything on the line to let you know you will never put shackles around our ankles again, or around our wrists, or around our neck with a chain. You'll never make us go to the cotton field and pick cotton or harvest tobacco. That is never gonna happen again. So if you let Donald Trump and his minions, which is the minority in America and minority in the world, God will just rain down fire on you. No one is more prepared for war than blacks and brown people. We are loving people. We are caring people. We believe that we can compete in any genre. Anyone. It could be movies. It could be building cars. It could be building houses and building buildings. No matter what we do or what condition we in, we only in that condition for a short time. And God punished us for a while because of our sin, because of our misdeeds. But God is always going to bring us back around. God is always going to make us survive. Black and brown people is 90% of the world's population. We could have crushed out the Caucasian race 200 years ago. But we are not like the Caucasians. See, if we do that, we will be just like the Caucasians. Have a form of godliness, but they deny the power thereof. But God is getting ready to change all that. God is getting ready to do a new thing. God is getting ready to raise his people up with love and compassion, with joy, with peace and long suffering. The Bible says in the last days, you're supposed to beat your sword into plowshares. And the sheep are supposed to lay down with the lion. See, that's what God is all about. He ain't nothing about how MAGA is lying. They took an oath to the Constitution. They supposed to pledge their allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation means that no matter what race you are, no matter what background you from, whether you pretty or ugly, fat or skinny, it don't matter. God have no respect for person. And the black and the brown people is going to bring this into full focus. Because we know how it feels when you're being mistreated. We know how you feel when someone has got their foot around your neck. Some black man is sitting there watching the white man rape his wife and do nothing. Because he's so scared that he gonna die. He should have died for his wife. He should have fought for his wife. Even if the master killed him, he should have fought. Stand up, America. Stand up, black and brown people. We are the children of the Most High God. Let's start acting like who we are. All you got to do is come to Jesus. All you got to do is lay down your sword and beat them into plowshare so they could never be used again. And we can live in peace and harmony in this great land that we in. Come to Jesus. It ain't hard. Just get down on your knees and be sincere in your heart and your mind and your soul. And ask Jesus to forgive you for all of your sins, the one that you know about and the one that you don't know about. So you want to make sure you're covered. And if you haven't been baptized, you need to go into the water. The water represents death, burial, and the resurrection. When you come up out of that water, God forgive you for all of your sins. All your old stuff and all your sins is passed away. The words say, be whole, and all things come new. See, if you let Jesus lead you, what that means is, if you gonna kill me for preaching Jesus, if you gonna try to hurt me for preaching Jesus, and you call yourself a Christian, you call yourself a child of the Most High God, and you're gonna misuse your sister and brother just because of their skin or the community that they live in. This thing that Donald Trump had brought forth, I believe this is God's work. It's time for the truth to come out. It's time to show me. Show me that you claim that you love this country so much. You claim that you love children. And the only people that's going to die in a war is 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30-year-old. All the people that started the war going to be somewhere in a bunker. Letting all the young folks die. Because some of the Caucasians were so prejudiced and so weak that they know they don't stand a chance against black and brown people, which is 90% of the world's population. Black and brown people, you the boss. God have raised you up just by the numbers alone. 90% of the world population is black and brown people. God is telling the black and brown people, get up off your knees. God is getting ready to deliver you. And all the good white people that helped us, that risked their own life. Some of them even lost their life. They did something that they didn't have to do. They could have played it safe. They could have laid down. They could have tucked their tail and went over there and sit in the corner. But God moved those Caucasians. God opened their eyes.